This is the Endeavor Live 155 under the table, under the pretty lights, not under the table, on the table, under the pretty lights. And we're just giving this a little look here to show you a few things, like, you know, it's true twin. And look at this full, just old school camber. You know, some will have more bows of camber, some will have less. Wood cures differently, so don't freak out if yours is higher or lower than mine. But you know, wood can do some weird things. And this is just the most technical, aggressive mountain freestyle board in their line. Maybe you could call it all mountain with its setback on board, but you know, it goes like Ranger and Pioneer, most forgiving and versatile. Then, you know, the board of directors and the clout kind of in between. And then this live and the high five, you know, are kind of the two full camber Endeavor boards. And let's get into it here. Let me just start by doing some measurements. Over the board here, you can see the width. People have been asking for me to do this. They can kind of figure out if their boots will, how much their boots will hang over. You're looking at about like 26.2, 26.3, about there on the little arrow here. And then you're looking at about, you know, 25.3, 25.4, somewhere around there. And it's the same on both sides because it's a true twin. And you have a 22-inch reference stance centered, and it just follows 22 all the way back. Now, if you want to set this board back all the way, you know, you're looking at a difference between nose to the last little arrow here on the insert marks to tail to that last little arrow at 22 inches wide, 22 inches stance width. You're looking at 5 inches back on board. You can see there's a good bit of directional float, or 5 inches difference between nose and tail, and 2.5 inches back on board, which is really a lot, especially for a true twin. Unfortunately though, being full camber still kind of makes it a cartwheeler. And it's not really that ideal unless you're an old school camber rider who really understands how to keep their board afloat, keep it planing. You can dolphin around and do all that cool shit. And you really just need that camber for big air and going bigger, and you're more of a technical rider. Maybe it can work for you, but for most it doesn't. And then if you bring it in, if you just go to the triple arrow, the one next to it, one up at a 22-inch wide stance width, you're looking at a 4-inch difference between nose and tail and 2 inches back on board. And then if you look at the base, oh, that red just pops, kind of light red, almost hot pink. In person, I don't know what it's doing on the camera, but it's got a nice black base, very easy to maintain. It's got great speed. Good glide, and you know, it's one of the better bases we've seen out there, and it's just kind of on all the Endeavor boards, which is really cool. So there you have it, the Live, a very aggressive, technical, full camber ride for those who just really know what the fuck they're doing. So there you have it.